Hello there.
Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Oh, what's going on, my fellow X-File fans? Welcome back to the reaction. Today, we are entering the double-digit mark of Season 6. Season 6 has been absolutely fantastic. I've been reading every comment, and yesterday I uploaded episode 8. The Rain King on the channel, and you guys were surprised. Like, you know, apparently that episode, I'm surprised as well, actually, that episode is, you know, not universally loved by fans. I really enjoyed that episode, and we've been on a stretch of X-Files episodes for this season, especially after the movie, where we opened up with a very serious mythology episode, and I'm just like, oh, okay, this is the direction this season is taking. But then we get, you know, 8 episodes in a row, very meta commentary or very meta X-Files episodes along the lines of, you know, a Humbug, a Jose Chung's, you know, Postmodern Prometheus, those type of episodes that the X-Files, you know, introduced, I believe at the start, towards the end of season 2, or early on in season 3, and you're just like, okay, the X-Files has this in its locker as well. You know, it's had a lot in its arsenal, it's had a lot in its locker, and then you're like, okay, we get these meta type episodes, but we've had a run of these now where, you know, you'd get, you know, maybe a couple spread across a season. We've had a lot in a row, so we haven't had very, like, you know, last episode obviously was pretty serious, you know, entering the mythology a little bit with nanotech and more government secrets. That was probably the most serious episode since episode 1. But like I said, you had a stretch of 7 episodes where it was just meta fun X-Files episodes, and I love that. I love that. Maybe some people didn't quite like that, especially after the movie going into season 6, and, you know, after that first episode, you're like, oh, hang on a sec. You know, we had a location change, which I haven't felt, to be honest, much with this season. You can notice it a little bit, but it hasn't been, you know, glaringly obvious. But, you know, it's been great, and this is like a mini review of season 6 at the beginning of this intro. I apologize for that, but yeah, I'm just so excited to watch the X-Files all the time. I am loving this show so much. I'm loving season 6. I'm in awe at, you know, this show from, you know, so many levels, whether it's a technical level, acting, story-wise. Like, I'm invested, man. I love the X-Files. I love the X-Files. So yeah, it has been absolutely great to witness this series for the first time, and season 6 has been something special, and hopefully we can continue that momentum today. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law film student in Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting a show today. We are up to episode 10 of the X-Files season 6, titled Tithonus, I believe. We're gonna get into the reaction. We're gonna have some fun with this thing, and as always, baby, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. Now, I just gotta quickly shout out a couple people at the beginning of this reaction. A fellow subscriber, Demian, sent me an email today with images of his good friend Brian Terranova's. Shout out to Brian as well. His X-File, you know, prop replica collection, and some of those props were designed by Demian himself. Absolutely insane replica collection. Like, the quality is phenomenal. Like the Scully, Mulder, FBI badges, their ID cards, FBI ID cards, the alien probes, Scully's chip, like quality X-File replicas, which they look like they should go on auction. So shout out you two. I know those, Demian said, you know, a bunch of friends gathered together to watch my X-Files reactions, and a bunch of these friends are on my X-Files reactions, so appreciate you guys, appreciate the love. Love you all. So yeah, that's amazing, man. Like, the replicas, the images are absolutely insane, and I'm sure Demian or Brian Terranova, if you want to see those replicas, you guys can feel free to talk with them in the comment section or on the Discord. They look absolutely insane. That's Skinner's secretary, right? The Scully from, you know, Temu or AliExpress. Or am I tripping? No, I don't think it is. My bad. It's New York City. It's New York City. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Sorry, I had to go back. I was like, what was the location? Maybe it is her. I don't know. Whoa, did he just see everything in black and white? Yeah, all the reflections of the people are in black and white. That's clever. But that must be his POV, right? Man, the screams of the people. That's some Final Destination type death. Damn, that's cold. Bro doing a Peter Parker. Oh, and the blood trickling, but the blood's not in black and white. Clever again. Bro, it's like almost bro caused that electrical disturbance with, or malfunction with the lift, just so he could capture that moment and be the first on scene to advance his Daily Bugle career. Just like Peter Parker, you know, somehow manages to get them Spider-Man photos. Because Spider-Man is his friend. Like, what? Like, I don't know why everyone just finds that hard to believe. He's just close with Spider-Man. And, you know, Peter Parker is just mid-air with him all the time. He's got the chopper, man.
This is just a routine background check. Mr. Garber is not in any legal trouble whatsoever.
And background checks.
Yeah.
But also, I find it...
If we get really lucky next time, we'll let us clean.
Garber is not in any legal.
I also think the meta sort of type episodes, or the meta episode run we had this season, kind of fits in with the overarching story. So I think it's quite fitting. Like, I know X-Files fans maybe weren't accustomed to that many type of meta episodes, but you got to think of the situation that Mulder and Scully are in. The X-Files, even though at the end of the movie were reopened, Scully and Mulder were reassigned in their positions, and it's Spender and Fowley taking care of the X-Files, and we see what happens. And it's only like, you know, when Mulder gets the chance to go through Spender's shredded files, or like shredded cases, that they get to potentially work on an X-File like case. So they're doing these background checks, and they got Kirsch freaking, you know, observing their asses 24/7. So like, that's why we've had I feel like a string of meta episodes, because that they've done nothing for, you know, that's their assignment. Like, they've only, you know, sparingly been on these cases, and that's the situation they're in, because they're not on the X-Files anymore. So that's why I feel like the creators, or Chris Carter, took that chance. Okay, Mulder and Scully are reassigned. What are we gonna do? You know, we make fun of it a little bit with their reassignment, and they get X-File type cases, and some of them are not, you know, the most serious, and they haven't been the most serious, but I think that's fitting, because they're currently not on the X-Files, where I think Spender and Fowley are probably getting much serious cases that they're probably just throwing away, and Mulder and Scully never get to see the, you know, they never get to see the light of day. I don't know if I'm right in saying that, but...
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for your time.
Hey, Scully, maybe if we get really lucky next time, we'll let us clean toilet bowls.
There we go.
What?
No. That would make way too many people way too happy.
Background checks. Way too many people. Way too happy.
Scully. I'm on my way. I'm in the Kirsch's office.
Just you?
Just me. VIP.
Don't forget your toilet brush. No. No, ma'am, not you.
This guy's into taking pictures, right? So I'm thinking, what if he poisons this woman, then gets his jollies by snapping a few of her dead body, then winds up back in the same apartment
Not bad.
an hour later after Midtown North calls him over to do the job?
And a suicide here, a heart attack, and a very obvious murder for which another man was convicted. There's no consistent MO.
There's no consistent anything. I could sure use your help.
Damn.
Agent, could you step outside, please?
Sure.
Love how he contacted Scully for this, because Mulder would eat this case up. But the fact he contacted Scully is interesting.
I would say he has a promising career ahead of him. So did you. At one time.
That's crazy.
With your expertise in forensic pathology, you will be a substantial asset to this investigation. I know it provides more challenge to you than running background checks.
Agent Mulder and I will begin immediately.
Agent Mulder's a lost cause.
Damn.
I'm taking the chance you're not. It's you and Ritter. Do not let me down.
Damn, assigned with Ritter. So what's gonna happen with Mulder? He's gonna kick around and just stay bored? I feel like have we seen this guy in another X-Files episode before? No. Bro, it's almost as if this guy is seeing his potential victims. Like he see like it's almost as if his eyes are like, you know, lenses of a camera. Like it's already got the filter on his eyes. Like that's how his brain is wired. He's always thinking of the photo, the image. Bro, very creepy as well. Very creepy. Yeah, he's got some Grim Reaper aura about him. Yeah, capturing this man's last moments is crazy.
What are you doing?
Being nosy. Keeping my heart out. They're sending you on an X-file.
It's not an X-file.
That's not what I'm reading.
Exactly. I told you, Mulder would have eaten up this case.
I'm thinking maybe a shamanistic death touch. I'm thinking about the Muslim superstition that to photograph someone is to steal their soul.
Thank you. All very helpful.
So they're splitting us up, huh?
No.
No?
This is a one-time thing.
Who told you that? Obviously, if you do a good job, they're not going to stick you back here.
Yeah, what if it's the start of something?
Peyton Ritter, this is Fox Mulder.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Fox.
Pleasure to meet you. Peyton?
Just get going.
Off to New York.
This is a big FU to Mulder, man. Is Mulder going to be there for just moral support this episode? Just a phone call away?
Alfred Fellig, what can you tell us about him?
Yearly renewal form.
Would you happen to know when the original background check was done?
Oh, background check. This guy looks familiar as well.
Here
The
he is
police
again.
officer. I've seen him in
Yearly
something
renewal
as well.
dating back to January 1970, but still no original.
I think I've got it. 1964.
Old timer. Anything interesting?
Maybe.
Damn, bro has not aged. Oh, he could be like that. Remember that episode with that doctor that has lived for many years and kept changing the faces or whatever? And he did surgery on himself, like, and he takes the
96, 85, 73.
unlimited Photoshop. Bro, is it right spot, right time? Maybe he doesn't necessarily cause the deaths. He just knows when these crimes are going to happen. It's like some, I don't know, some instinct he has. And bro gets the perfect lighting with the car passing by with the headlights on. Oh, okay. I don't know if he expected that. Yeah, but this man doesn't die. That guy just signed his death wish, man, by hustling his camera. Scully gonna find someone else's blood at the crime scene.
They found your boy.
Fellig, where?
Home watching TV. They're bringing him in now.
Yes. It's too convenient.
Check. January 4th, 11:36 a.m., 15th Precinct, Manhattan. Agents present, Dana Scully and Peyton Ritter. Initial interview with...
What if Peyton
Alfred
is
Fellig.
sus? I mean, maybe he's just a rookie agent.
Hey, take Mr. Fella and get his blood drawn. You photograph his back, too.
I think this is going to be an interesting episode with Scully, especially working with Peyton here. And it's going to be interesting to see Scully
I'm confused.
going solo here, and there might be levels shown between her and Peyton as well, with how much more advanced Scully is potentially in her investigative skills. That's going to be interesting. But at the same time, you don't have Mulder constantly barking his ideas around Scully. So that's going to be interesting this episode as well. Like Mulder already off the bat before Scully left already had his, his theories about the case, with some, like, I think it was like a shaman and some like Muslim thing. So yeah, like, it's going to be interesting to see this episode, Scully not operating solo with someone else, with Peyton, but, without Mulder by herself in what seems like a really, really serious case here. And yeah, is she going to show Peyton levels to this?
I thought we were trying to bust this guy, not look for reasons to let him go.
I thought we were looking for the truth.
And Peyton might get schooled this episode from a more experienced Scully.
Hi, my name is Fox Mulder. We used to sit next to each other at the FBI.
He is so bored. They also use the same overhead wide long shot right there from the corner of the room. Before the other one was sort of like right to left with Scully, Peyton, and what's the other guy's name? The sus guy, the photographer, in the room, with some great lighting as well coming in through the windows, and Scully in the shadows standing up as Peyton was sitting down. And right there, the same shot, but sort of left to right, or sort of from the left hand side, a different angle. And Mulder alone in the FBI office as everyone's gone home, and he's just kicking back, with nothing to do.
Mulder, it's not. We haven't made much headway. We arrested Alfred Fellig, and we just released him.
You can't hold him? What about the stabbing?
How do you know about that?
I told you I'm nosy. Why are you letting him go?
Well, we were able to pull another set of prints off.
Mulder
of the knife.
finds a way to
It
stick his
belongs
nose
to a
in.
murderer by the name of Malcolm Wiggins. That and the fact that Fellig's blood was found all over the crime scene tells me that his story checks out. At least that particular story.
That's your guy.
But you still think Fellig's a murderer, huh?
I don't know what to think. Unusual.
Isn't he plugs up like a cork when you stab him?
Mulder, where are you getting this
Ah,
stuff?
he's
Well,
getting.
Young man Ritter's been sending progress reports to Kirsch. My computer may have inadvertently intercepted a few of those. He's got nice things to say about you, though, mostly. Why don't you let me do a little background check on Fellig for you?
Mulder.
Background check.
It's what I do now. I'm getting good at it.
Hey, he's doing background checks. Hey, it's a background check on Felix. It just so happens to be, it so happens to cross Scully's case at the moment. It is what it is. It's a coincidence. Remember at the beginning of the X-Files as well, whenever like a character from Mulder's past came in that was like an agent, they always used to be sus. I wonder if
I'm parked around the block.
Peyton Manning here is a bit, sus.
Fellig's asleep. I haven't seen him move in over 4 hours. Have a lovely evening.
Can you imagine, bro, just surveying someone for 4 hours? I wouldn't have the patience to do that. I know it's part of the job, but I don't trust this Peyton guy. Maybe maybe he is just a rookie detective. Is he taking photos of Scully? Damn, that is freaky. What was that episode with the photographer serial killer guy? Unruhi or something? Unruhi? The German one?
Explain this.
What?
You took that photo an hour before police arrived. You then purposely covered up that fact by photographing the scene again.
I don't think I remember that one.
You have, Mr. Fellig, a long and uncanny history of being the first person at the scene of a death. You also have a history of covering up that fact. Why?
Am I under arrest again?
Are you a murderer? Well, then explain yourself, sir. Because I promise you, until you do, you will not get a moment's peace.
Damn. He just has some uncanny connection. Some uncanny Final Destination connection.
Want to take a ride with me?
She's in black and white again.
Her. She's about to die.
See,
What are you talking
what if
about?
Scully intervenes though?
What happened in the next minute, in the next hour?
Felix, I don't know what you're planning, but nobody here's gonna die.
I'm not planning anything.
Hey, Scully's the guardian angel.
Just here to tell you what's gonna happen.
Oh, he got his camera back.
That woman right there is gonna be murdered.
I didn't say murdered. She's a smoker. She might die of lung cancer. The how is always a surprise. I just always know when.
You want me to believe that?
Bro, Scully's not just gonna stand there and watch it happen.
Get down! Back up! Not such a big man now.
Oh. Too fast, too furious. Too fast, too furious. Now that is some Final Destination stuff. There you go. Can't alter the course of fate.
Look, if New York passes a Good Samaritan law, we might be able to nail him on that. But other than that, I doubt we're gonna get him for murder.
Damn.
Wrong. Let me show you something.
He did?
Yeah, you and your partner, God knows his reputation precedes him, so I guess I should have seen this coming.
Here we go.
You muck up my case, and Kirsch will hear about it. Are we clear, Dana?
Scully. And we're done with this conversation.
Damn. Like I said before, I hope Scully shows him levels.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Scully. How's that X-File coming? Before you tell me that it's not an X-File.
It is.
What happened?
Alfred Felix seems to know an awful lot about that.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not surprising given that he's reached the ripe old age of 149.
Damn.
Excuse me?
I did a little low-tech background check on him.
Background
Stuff is
check?
so old that they don't even keep it on record on the computer, but Alfred Felix.
But Mulder, there must be some kind of a mistake.
You think? Because this Henry Strand does not exist before 1939. However, one L.H. Rice is on record as having sat for the New York State Civil Service exam. Now, the records don't show whether he passed or not, but his thumbprint, Felix.
Damn.
Wanna know
Bro,
what
borrowing
L.H. Rice's birthday
thumbprints.
is? April 4th, 1849.
Mulder went to the archives for that.
That's a whole lot of candles on the cake.
I have spent time with this man, and he can't be more than 65 years old.
I think that's what he wants you to think. Now, we're talking about a guy for whom the phrase life in prison carries some seriously weighty connotations. I think you should get to him before he vanishes and becomes someone else.
Damn.
Or do you want me to cry for them? You want me to make like I feel sorry for them? I don't. Lucky bastards. Every one of them.
He can't die.
I'm just there to get the shot.
Lucky
I
bastards.
don't take those people. He does.
Who's he?
The Grim Reaper. Tony Todd. R.I.P. my guy. Who's he? Come on, Scully. Oh, take a peek behind the curtains. What do you see? Oh, this is where he laminates the photos or gets the photos. Yeah. I remember this scene in Jaws too.
That's him. He's the one who takes them.
They're saying that this is a photograph of death itself.
Ooh!
It's a glimpse, just a glimpse.
Grim Reaper.
It's closer than I've gotten, and I can't even count the years.
His nose bleeding?
And this is the shot that you spoke of. This is... Mr. Felig, I know that
Bro's-
you know more about photography than I do.
Bro's been living his whole life trying to get the photograph of death.
This is just a lens flare.
You're right, I do know more about photography than you do.
You know what? I love Felig's demeanor and mannerisms this episode. He's so cold, like he's so emotionless. It's like
For the sake of argument.
when all your life's been around death and just experienced death and taken photographs of people dying,
Okay, I mean,
you're gonna be like that.
why take a picture of death?
So I can look into his face. So I can die.
Damn.
Pills don't work. There's gas, bridges. I can't tell you how many bridges I've jumped off.
He's
of.
got a
All I get
gift.
is wet. I got left behind.
Maybe he thinks it's a curse.
I don't want to be here anymore. I can't even remember a time when I did.
That's the face of a man that just wants to move on.
This is all I know to do.
You know I don't believe you.
Damn.
Yes, you do.
He does, man. Look at her.
That's why you're here.
Gonna refuse to admit it, but deep down, something's telling her that you're looking in the face of death. And I love that Scully solo in this one.
Oh. Chase it long enough, you pick it up.
Damn.
Excuse me.
It's too challenging and confronting for Scully, man. Now, was there some connection with that woman there, or... Now, this is a much more serious episode. Damn.
Mulder, it's me.
Hi.
Those other two names that you said that Felig went by, Strand and Rice.
Yeah, Henry Strand and L.H. Rice.
What about Louis Brady?
No, but there's like a big gap before 1939.
Will you check it out for me?
Bro dashed.
Mr. Felig?
Oops. Excuse me, I have film out. Hold on a second.
I'm getting goosebumps watching this. This is chilling. Hey, just because Mulder back at the FBI doesn't mean he's not useful this episode. Just because he ain't out in the field with Scully doesn't mean he can't come up clutch. Bro, he went to the FBI library. That's how far back this goes. He doing the Gandalf and freaking the start of Lord of the Rings. Going back to Minas Tirith. Going through all the papers. Double murder. He's been convicted before.
Ritter.
Agent Ritter, it's Agent Mulder.
When was this?
1929.
Whoa. When?
Look, Ritter, don't sweat the math. It's him. Just get there and find Agent Scully.
All right, I'm on it.
Don't sweat the math.
You know, most people want to live forever.
Most people are idiots. Which is one of the reasons I don't.
I think you're wrong.
You live forever, sooner or later, you start to think about the big thing you're missing and that everybody else gets to find out about, but you.
What about love?
What, does that last forever?
Yes, if it's the right person.
40 years ago, I drove down to the city hall, down to the Hall of Records, record archives, whatever they call it. I wanted to look up my wife. It bothered me. I couldn't remember her name. Love lasts 75 years, if you're lucky. You don't want to be around when it's gone.
Oh, shit.
Count your blessings.
Count your blessings. Does that mean Scully's about? No, but I remember what Clyde Brockman said, man. Scully can never die. She's the guardian angel.
Why are you this way?
Yellow sheets, and the yellow sheets stick up through the mud. I was in a city-run contagion ward. I was out of my head with fever, out of my mind. Then I saw him. Saw death. Wish I'd had a camera then.
Damn.
But first, I just saw him out of the corner of my eye. Then he got bolder, and he'd start flitting around the room, and he'd take this person, and he'd take that person.
Like I said, his tone of voice.
At first,
like his tone of voice, his demeanor, everything, his mannerisms this episode, you get the gist. Like you get that this guy's 149 years old, he's Dumbledore's age, and he's had way too many encounters with death, and he's been chasing death his entire life. He's been chasing that photographic evidence of his life, like his entire life. You get that. Like you feel it. Like you actually feel it through his performance. Like it is a really great performance.
just saw him out of the corner of my eye. They couldn't find their ass with both hands. They still can't, but she did the best she could. She sat with me, held my hand, and I was on my deathbed.
But he still committed a double murder, this guy, right?
I didn't look at him. Closed my eyes, turned my head. I didn't tell her not to look at him. I wanted her to look at him. I wanted her to look at him instead of me.
You want to see what it like. You want to see what death looks like, and you've seen obviously through the lens flare this episode. But he's being awfully descriptive about it. But
wrapped up in a yellow sheet.
He hasn't really seen death because he doesn't look at it. Like he doesn't look at it like.
Be careful what you wish for.
Say what's on your mind. You mean lucky like the others? You want me to believe that I'm about to die?
I just want to take the picture.
Damn, that's cold,
you took
man.
my picture. You took my picture last night. Is this why?
Oh, that was different.
I'm not gonna die. He took my phone. Why?
Please, just give me a chance.
What don't you want me to know? What don't you want me to know?
He's coming, and you should just make your peace.
That's crazy.
He's here.
That's Mulder, right? Mulder or Ritter? Damn, right through the lens. He shattered the lens. What a shot.
Agent?
Why would I think it's Mulder? No. Did Scully see?
I'll get help. I need some help in here!
Wait. Take that photo now, bro. Oh man, he's got a backup. That's a violation, man. Why is it always Scully that this happens to, man? And she bleeding out this time, but it's not like the Christmas episode.
Did you see him? Don't look. Close your eyes.
Bro, I think this is worse than Scully having cancer, seeing Scully like this. Like about to draw her final breaths after being shot. Yeah, it's your turn, buddy. It's your turn. I really like how they portrayed death this episode with like sort of the black and white, you know, juxtaposed with the color. It's almost seeped onto him now. He became black and white, and Scully, the guardian angel, full of life again. For now, sort of. Like, even though Scully didn't die, seeing her in that position was hard to watch.
You're a lucky man.
I gotta rewatch that. Was Scully behind? Yeah, she was when he got shot. Okay, so the bullet went through, and that's why maybe it wasn't as deadly. Because the bullet went through the camera lens, went through Figler first, and then hit Scully, so it wouldn't have had much of an impact. And then you see the slight, yeah, you see the slight little black hole inside of Scully there, and you know the flash of, you know, bright white light. What did she see? That was so well filmed. Really well done. Really well done. Scully having her Unruhe moment too. Unruly.
Coroner's report came back on Felling. Says he died of a single gunshot wound. That's all it said. Yeah. Talked to your doctor, and he says you're doing great. You're making the fastest recovery he's ever seen.
The guardian angel. With guardian healing powers.
I don't even know how I entertain the thought. People don't live forever.
No, I think he would have. I just think that death only looks for you once you seek its opposite.
Damn. Bro, I'm telling you, seeing Scully in that position, that I did not expect it to go in that direction towards the end. Obviously, you fear for Scully's life. You know, there's tension there a little bit, but you think, bro, season 6, episode, you know, 10, we're chill. But they still had me fearing for her life, and it was just so well done. It was so well done, with seeing her bleed out like that, and I was just like, oh shit. Like, I was like, oh, like, obviously you've seen Scully bleed out twice technically this season with the Ghost Who Stole Christmas, but because of the tone of that episode, you just like, I doubted for a little bit, like, did they really shoot each other? But then like, they're imagining things in the house, you know, the haunted house, everything. And then you juxtapose it with this scene right here, and you're like, oh my gosh. And like the way it was set up with, you know, Scully in the lens, through the lens of Figler being black and white. And, you know, that means, holy moly, wait, what's about to happen to Scully? And then, yeah, death just inevitably just coming for Figler at the end. It wasn't Scully's time. Scully, the guardian angel, man. Go back to Clyde Brockman and what my man said. My man from Everybody Loves Raymond, with the positive vibes. He said, Mary, you're not meant to die. Come on, like, you're the guardian angel. We can take it back to that episode. Baby. That was a great episode of The X-Files, man. Very atmospheric, very moody, very grim. Grim Reaper, man. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, last episode was a tonal shift from the Rain King, etc. And what was the episode after that? It was the Rain King, then SR something, SR 819, SR 819. So yeah, that was a drastic tonal shift. SR 8119, 819, from the Rain King, with the Rain King, in my opinion, being one of, if not the most harmless X-Files episode, with only somebody losing a leg and, you know, a cow being murdered, you know, due to natural causes. And then, you know, you had the drastic tonal shift last episode, but I feel like this one was a lot more darker than last episode, especially with Scully being a person of faith and having confronted death before in the series in one breath, and, you know, with her cancer arc too. This was another episode where Scully was on the brink of death, but, you know, saved again. But the man upstairs, man. But yeah, that was a great episode, and kudos to the guy who played, is it Figler? hitting his name. I keep butchering his name. I'm sorry. Yeah, but kudos to the man that, you know, played the photographer this episode. He did a fantastic job. And yeah, that aura of death this episode just created that unnerving atmosphere for me as the viewer. It's something that you don't like to discuss, I feel like. You don't like to bring up, but this episode constantly plagued with that theme throughout the episode, and it was just chilling. Great stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Speed Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.